Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Plays, and today I want to talk a bit about a pretty meaningful patch that is dropping soon in Scum. Let's get into it. So in Scum Reddit, user Noodle0101, also tagged as a Dev Whisperer, dropped a preview of changes coming to Scum. These changes include mechanical changes, crafting changes, weapons, mines, and some general bug fixes. I know there are a lot of people who dislike the mines in the game. Many people even stopped playing because of them. You go somewhere, get a lot of loot just to explode a little later in a random area. But mines do play a vital role in base defense. They can be used for legitimate purposes or nefarious purposes. The question then is, how can we balance the effects of mines? Well, there are a few ways the developers plan to test this. The first is to allow players to craft or find some sort of a detector. In my imagination, I envision a metal detector type of device. What the developers don't want to do is restrict your gameplay and usage of them by disabling where you can place them, but rather equip players with the ability to at least defend themselves or detect them. The other option they are toying with is changing up the crafting resources needed to create the mines, making them more complex and time-consuming to create. This would also help. Perhaps we will see both. In terms of weapons, as you who play the game regularly know, there have been changes to the weapon mechanics, and as Noodle0101 points out, that is starting to change gameplay. Weapons have durability, which is fantastic for balancing PvP and PvE. With no weapon durability, you can just go and not worry about clearing weapon jams, or repairing an overused and under-maintained weapon. This means you have zero care in the world, no survival needed, and you can kill anybody at any time with zero preparation. If you want to use the firearms, you will need to maintain them. Revolvers are also coming, though they still need animation work done, so they won't be here this week. Pistol holsters are finally coming to the game soon as well. No longer will they take up a slot in your inventory. I am not sure if you can craft a primitive version or if you need to find an actual manufactured one in buildings, but either way, a welcome addition indeed. Weapon jamming will also be rebalanced in the near future, and more arrow varieties will be available soon for those who prefer a more stealthy and nomadic approach to the game. Maybe they will take a page from the forest and allow you to scavenge for poisonous mushrooms or berries to coat your arrowheads in. As far as base building goes, we all know there are some issues with it, mechanical and otherwise. However, the developers are aware of this, and they have said that the base building will receive some major changes. These major changes, however, are huge, and apparently optimization is their primary concern, as it should be. But because of this, these major changes won't come for a while, but they are coming. Bugfixes is the next up on the agenda, and there are a few good ones that got squashed. The issue where if you bury a chest and press escape before it's buried, which results in you not being able to access the inventory, is being addressed. Cars falling through the map will be fixed by the next update. Character creation crashes, and I'm pretty sure we have all experienced that, will be fixed in the next update. Puppets walking around and exploding underwater, though they say this is not a bug, will be fixed and balanced when boats and sea life are added. And finally, shotguns, which periodically freeze and result in the inability to fire them, is being fixed currently. These will all help the quality of life of the players massively. Admin controls. Very important for longevity and enjoyment of the game in individual servers. They're going to give the server admins more control over their servers. These include the ability to turn on or off kill notifications. The coma system can also be turned off in the next patch. Storm controls are coming in the next patch, which is really exciting, and you'll be able to even modify the rate that skills increase. Admins can also change the parameters of the health of loot spawns, lowering or raising them. And finally, the admins will be able to completely disable squad play. This last admin control is actually a huge admin control. Now people can host servers similar to Rust, where you can have duos or singles or trios. You can actually disable these things and have a solo survival and PvP server flourish in a controlled environment. Of course, you will still be able to find your friend in the same server and team up, but there will be no guarantee that you will remember who they are in a gunfight. Also, this means that friendly fire is a thing, so this is a fantastic step forward in the survival experience. There are some exciting things coming in the realm of vehicles in Scum as well. Plans are in place and are currently in the works of implementing a vehicle upgrade system. You'll be able to upgrade and fortify your car with scrap metal, similar to that of Mad Max. You will even be able to craft a camo net, which will help you hide your car in the forested areas from those of you who wish to steal them. Once again, this is perfect for the nomadic types who don't want to build bases, but instead dwell in the forest areas. The net may also be lootable around the world as well. Also, a good quality of life adjustment will be made to these vehicles as well, meaning that they will add squad icons to the vehicle so you can tell if the car approaching you is good or bad, and you can respond accordingly. The player's skill and stats is getting a major overhaul. I will do what Noodle did and simply read the quote which was given to her, as it gives all the relevant information in an understandable format. It reads, quote, "The skill/stat advancement system will most likely be changed altogether. What I mean by that is that players will no longer be limited in crafting by skill level cap, nor will any features be unattainable for players that didn't start the game with required stats. These include weapon repair, base building, crafting options, etc. Lower skill levels will be able to repair everything and craft anything, but those actions will require more time and more materials. They will also yield worse results in some cases. An inexperienced player will repair a gun by 10%, while a more experienced person will repair the same gun by 50 to 80% with the same amount of resources. This is just an idea currently, and we will adjust it based on community feedback. No ETA yet," end quote. So knowing that they want community feedback on that idea, go ahead and leave your community feedback in the comments below, so that way the developers will hopefully see it. There are people who like to log out in high loot areas or notable points of interest, such as bunkers or the boot camp, maybe even the airfield. People like doing this so that way they can farm areas easily, once again diminishing the survival aspect of the game. The devs have taken note of this and are in the works of implementing a response. A possible penalty for doing this may be to receive a fame penalty and be teleported outside of the fence of the said point of interest. Some other information to top off this video will be that though farming and crop growing will not be added to the upcoming metabolism update, it will come later. This is a massive one for me and the others who enjoy the PvE aspect as well as the PvP aspect. It'll give players another avenue of progression and even roleplay. Shooting items from surfaces will also come as the physics engine gets upgraded and optimized. This means that you can shoot cans off a fence if you want to, just like in the Wild West. Audio gore will be added and improved, and wolves are coming back better and smarter than ever. And the ability to stack and combine various items is coming as well. And in the future, you will be able to carry bodies and animals just like you do with tree logs. This will be great for searching bodies and skinning animals in safety. And that is about it for this video. What do you guys think of the upcoming changes to Scum? It surely favors the PvE side of things this time, and I certainly can't wait to try it out. What is your favorite portion of this update? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, if you guys like scares, survival, and scavenging, consider hitting that subscribe button, that like button, share this with your friends, and I will see you all in the next one. Path out.